Hey, it's Robert here from robertcbrown.online. Hope you're having a fabulous day wherever you are in the world today. Now, today's video is called Mind versus Brain. Mind versus Brain. Okay. So what do I mean? Well, there's a lot of confusion out there as to when we talk about subconscious mind and all that sort of stuff, whether we're talking about the brain, whether we're talking about something completely detached from the brain. And I'm going to try and explain in the best way I know how, exactly how it works, so that you can really understand what we're talking about here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a kind of an analogy, if you like. If we talk about an orchestra, okay, let's think about an orchestra. And you think about all of the musicians out there playing the music that you hear, okay? Well, those musicians, I want you to think of them as your brain, all right? And I want you to think of your mind, your subconscious mind, the part of you that you don't see, the part of you that's not tangible, that they can't, cut you open and see it. I want you to think of that as the composer, because that's how it works. The composer conducts the orchestra, and the orchestra responds, and you create music. That, in short, is what is happening in your life, my life, everyone's life right now. So here's the thing. If you don't like the music that's being played, you need to change things. But you can't do that if you're playing where the orchestra play. You have to be the composer, right? You have to control the composer. And that means you need to direct your attention to your subconscious mind, which is where your beliefs live. You see, it's your beliefs that will dictate the actions you take, or the actions that you instruct others to take. The impulses, if you like, that you send to your brain. Your brain will only act on what it is told to do by your subconscious mind and your belief system. So most of us go through life, right, wondering why we don't like the music we're playing, wondering why we're always dancing to somebody else's tune. It's because we haven't become connected with who we are on the inside. We haven't developed that connection between our subconscious mind and our physical, logical mind, which is the brain, so that we can get the brain to go out there and do what it is that we truly want on the inside. What we tend to do is try and address the problem on a conscious, physical, logical thinking level. And I'm here to tell you, whilst you might get some temporary relief, that ain't gonna last. You've got to go within, you've got to learn who you are on the inside, and you've got to start creating music that fills your heart with joy. You need to create your own tunes and dance to those. Recently, I did a video all about Wayne Dyer, and it was all about when he came out and he said, "Don't die with your music in you." And that's absolutely true. Don't die with your music in you, and certainly don't die having spent all of your life dancing to somebody else's. That's even worse. Be true to yourself. Seek out the connection between who you really are. Stop looking out there. Look within. Reconnect with who you are. And you will start to get the inspiration to create music that will feed to your brain, and you'll start to see the music show up in your life that you want to hear. Now, okay, I'm talking about music. but I'm not talking about music. And hopefully you follow that. It works the same for everything you want to see show up in your life. There needs to be a connection with who you are on the inside. There needs to be a connection there. You need to believe that you can achieve these things, that you can absolutely do these things, that you're worthy of it, deserving of it, and capable of achieving it. And then your brain will respond accordingly. But if you're trying to achieve things on a conscious, logical level with your brain, out there in the physical world, you're trying to get things to show up that don't resonate with who you are on the inside, that conflict with your core values. Well, I've said in previous videos, you know, your conscious, logical brain, that side of your being is around about 5%. Some would argue 10. I would argue 5, and 95% of you is actually beneath the surface. It's subconscious. How can you possibly battle against who you are on the inside? So I'd suggest, if you want more happiness, success, and an overall higher level of life experience, then you need to get on board with your subconscious, who you truly are. Don't fight it, go with it. Like everything in this universe, in this world, things start to go your way when you stop resisting and decide to go with the flow. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. I hope it's at least inspired some thinking and got the old grey matter working for you. Go to work on it, please, please. If you don't meditate right now, if you don't do affirmations, if you don't invest in the inner work, then you're going to struggle with this. But if you invest in that inner work, then very, very soon you're going to find that your orchestra, your brain, will start creating the music or the outcome that you want to hear or you want to see show up in your world. It's as simple as that. All you've got to do is suspend any disbelief you might have and just give it a go. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I love making them for you. I know we get a little bit deep sometimes, but hey, I love this stuff. So I'm passionate, and sometimes it spills out a bit more than I intend on these videos, and they go a little bit longer, but hopefully it always ends up giving you more value. So that's a good thing, not a bad thing. And if you have enjoyed this video, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon so you get notified every time I do one. And if you want to dig even deeper on all things personal development, spiritual alignment, and scaling and growing your business, then get across to robertcbrown.online. That's robertcbrown.online. Join my community over there, and I'd love to welcome you over there. And let's dig a bit deeper. Let's have some fun, and let's see what we can do with this wonderful life that we've been gifted. Hope you've enjoyed it. Catch you soon. Have a great day.